broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of...
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
When you have legal issues, Paula Chalella, attorney at law, 113 North Mercer Street, Newcastle.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island, downtown Newcastle on Kennedy Square.
Bill's Bake Shop will make you happy. Owner Bill Cast and his staff keep the tradition going with all those bakery items you remember as a kid. Just to name a few, Bill makes cream sticks, cinnamon rolls, bear claws, cream horns, cannoli, cakes, pies, cookies, bread, pizza, and more. You can also buy homemade Cavatelli ravioli. Bill's Bake Shop, located 228 North Liberty Street in the Mahoningtown section of Newcastle, is open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 to 5, and Sunday, 7 to 2, closed Monday. Bill's, where smiles are everywhere. Call 724-654-4223.
Good morning and a very pleasant welcome to, yes, you've got it, NCTV45, and great to have you along. Absolutely spectacular. We're glad to see you. There are a lot of things to get to this morning as we come to you from the beautiful Majestic. It's gorgeous down here, and you got to try it. Apartments starting at $575, and hey, just beautiful. Here's a little look at weather, and 29 degrees. Okay, if you're checking out going to Cleveland today, maybe a basketball game up there or something, what you're going to see is pretty clear all the way from our section up. And if you're going to the Berg, well, you've got a clear belt that way. So just really clear. It's gray outside, and for that, you know, what can I tell you? A lot of things to get to, and I want to talk about the basketball game and a few other things that really have come up. First of all, a heartfelt congratulations to all our teams, the Union Scotties, who now are not in the playoffs, and the Newcastle Red Hurricane. Last night, I was at the game and gave you some highlights, and hats off to a couple different things. First of all, overall, I thought, and I usually have a statement about this, so this time I'm kind of going to give it to you straight. Hats off to the PIA and the officiating crew last night was I felt very good. They didn't make themselves decide the game, and from that, I salute them. Great job. The boys from Hickory, also super job. The point guard, Whitehead, amazing kid. I made a couple comments that St. Bonaventure usually looks for a guy like that to run their team, and he was totally effective. Totally. Canes lost by 10, and let me tell you what, once again, the young Canes were plagued by shooting. Missing shots, not hitting shots in the paint, not hitting the three-pointers, and I thought not driving to the hoop. But I don't want that to diminish the three-pointers that were being shot by Hickory, because they really were fantastic. Hats off to Hickory for an excellent game, and best of luck moving forward. Now, all that and a little bit more as we continue with Newswatch. We're coming at you a little bit later. Why? Because in our town, we have no signs. What am I talking about? Well, as I ran a friend down to You Need a Tire, and I had to take him home, I come into the building here at the beautiful Majestic, and I'm looking out the window, and here's a truck. And the guy was stuck. Yeah, a truck that was stuck because he made one wrong turn. There was no place for him to go. The turn here onto North Mercer Street would have been too tight. He couldn't make the right on Mercer Street. So I walked him down the one-way street. Fortunately, there were no cars coming. We got him onto the inner belt. Wake up and smell the coffee, city. We do not need a one-way street by the American Legion. People have to go both ways, and you allow for parking. Too often people come off the inner belt and think this is one way also in front of the Majestic. And we've got two cars heading straight into oncoming traffic. It's a nightmare. Let's use our heads here. I don't know what we're doing up there, but we got to start thinking about things like that. Now, in other news, and this is an interesting type situation developing with Pennsylvania. Governor Wolf signed COVID-19. And what COVID-19 is? The carnivorous virus? Okay. It's an emergency disaster declaration to provide increased support to state agencies involved in the response to the virus. To date, there are nearly 100,000 cases worldwide and 3,300 deaths. There are 233 cases and 12 deaths to date in the United States. Now, I don't want to overplay it or underplay it. Wash your hands. Stay clean. Okay. And know the warning signs. cover your mouth when you cough and sneezes with your elbow, not your hands. Clean surfaces frequently, light switches, what have you. Okay, and if someone is sick, stay at home until they feel better. In addition to the emergency disaster, the declaration to date, the Wolf administration has provided symptom monitoring and some other things that are important. And so make sure that you do those things to stay well. Now, also in the news today, and I wanted to talk about this. Congressman Mike Kelly, the Great American Comeback, and he's talking about the steel workers, especially those in Butler. And let's face it, they call us the Rust Belt. We have steel here that we make. And when you've got China sending their product to Mexico and sending it up through Mexico, they're trying to break the rules. Okay. Thank you, Mike Kelly, for being on this, putting it out there, and making people aware of exactly what's going on with the steel industry. Now, also giving us some information, State Representative Aaron Bernstein. Bernstein, state funding for school enhancements with safety and security. And a number of districts received that funding. Big Beaver Falls, I say that because they're close. We have a lot of viewers there. Blackhawk, New Brighton, Riverside, Slippery Rock, Elwood City, Laurel, Mohawk, and the Newcastle Area School District, along with Wilmington. Thank you, Aaron, for making sure that you keep us up to date and thinking about what's going on in Lawrence County, and that is greatly appreciated. Now, you know, it's amazing how fast time flies, and you know, as we it's March, and we've actually had a really mild type summer, or it was a mild type summer. How about a mild type winter? Okay, to which you know, we have to be grateful. So now, with this being said, it's time to look at this, because here you go, as wow, it didn't appear. It's daylight savings time, and that's this weekend, and I clicked open, and let's see if it does it again. But here's the reminder. This week we're going to spring the clock ahead. Okay, so we're not falling back. Okay, we're springing ahead, and I want to make sure that you know that. So as we go down, I'll put it there. Well, Maybe I'll go down one more. And but the big thing is to make sure that you turn your clock ahead. Okay, change the batteries in your clock this weekend. Smoke detectors. Okay, smoke alarms. This is a good time to do it. Carbon monoxide poisoning detectors. Remember, carbon monoxide is a silent killer. Okay, it's odorless, colorless, tasteless, and can incapacitate victims, and they won't be aware of it. So make sure that you do all the things that, like, I'm telling you, it's very, very important, because if not, you could be getting up a little bit late. These vehicles that keep you safe can fail. So remember, this weekend, spring ahead, as our clock didn't come up exactly right, and so I apologize for that. Now, there's something else coming up with spring, getting ready to get and spring has sprung, if you would. The Penn State Master Gardener Series. Yes, save this date, April 18th, 8:30 is the registration, 9 to 3. First United Methodist Church, Decker Drive, Newcastle. For more information, call 724-654-8370, and they'll be glad to give you a hand on that and get you in the right direction. Now, it is time to go to sports. And as we said, congratulations to the Canes and the Scotties for a great year. Last night in the NBA, Brooklyn beats the Spurs. Tough one for my son, 139-120. Boston loses by 5 to Utah. Tough break for me. Indiana, 108. They beat the Bulls, 102. YSU loses 67-61. And the Pirates, holy mackerel, it's time to break up the box. They win 19-13. They scored 3 touchdowns and went for 2 and didn't make it on the last drive. Now, Cleveland loses 7-6, so give you some idea. Now, the Mets lost 3-2 to Houston, and the Spanky Yankees, they lose to Baltimore 5-1. Now, we're going to go to the Cedars Sports Corner, and you know, I gotta tell you something. Just this is just so you know. Okay, last night I was giving the highlights, talking about what was happening in the game, and a couple yahoos decided to post ignorant comments. I'll delete those in a second because I see them. Okay, and it happened in the third quarter, so they must have nothing to do. So hey, I just thought I'd say that because, you know, some people are truly ignorant, and the kids were on both sides were doing a great job. Hats off to them. Let's go to the Cedars Sports Corner, and I'm going to click real fast because, hey, I was helping the guy with the truck. I didn't get my cup of coffee, so I got to click and click to get you Cedars Sports. Here we go.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. The Cedars Restaurant every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to the Cedars Sports Corner Report, NBA basketball. First up, the 76ers taking on Golden State. Elsewhere, you have Houston at Charlotte, the Jazz at Detroit. Utah been playing some pretty good basketball. Denver will be at Cleveland. The Atlanta Hawks at Memphis. Sacramento will be at Portland. Now, over in baseball, like I said, spring training, we're giving you what everybody wants to hear around here. Now, the Pittsburgh Pirates, they're taking on the Yankees. The reason I laugh, my dad's a Yankee fan. Let's go Bucks. Just so I can tell them about it. Chicago, the Cubs will be at Cleveland. Washington Nationals at the New York Mets. Just to give you a heads up there on what's going on. And the Cubs with a split crew as Cincinnati takes on the Cubs also. I'm not just like, sometimes they split crews, sometimes they don't. Now, let's go over and talk about hockey. Okay, and here's your lineup. The Carolina Hurricane taking on New York. That's the Islanders. Washington Capitals taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Nashville Predators at the Dallas Stars. Minnesota will be at Los Angeles. Tampa Bay will be at Boston. Montreal will be at Florida. The New Jersey Devils will be at the New York Rangers. Buffalo will be at the Philadelphia Flyers. Ottawa will be at San Jose. And Columbus will take on Edmonton. Well, there's one thing left, folks. And as you get to tournament time, those games change up. And here's your college basketball. Villanova at Georgetown. Auburn will be at Tennessee, and Wisconsin will be at Indiana. Marquette will be at St. John's. The West Virginia Mountaineers will be at home against Baylor. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish at home against Georgia Tech. George Mason will visit Fordham. LaSalle will visit St. Joe's. Georgia will be at LSU, and Rutgers will be at Purdue. Colorado will be at the Utah Utes. Here's a matchup on the West Coast that is always a biggie. UCLA will be at USC. Penn State will be at Northwestern. Louisville will be at Virginia. Syracuse will be at Miami. Iowa State will be at Kent State. And we'll go down to your later games. North Carolina will be at Duke. Cornell will be at Princeton. Columbia will be at Penn. And that kind of, the Ivy League playing 2 days in a row, that's really not one of those normal things. George Washington will be at Dayton. Yale will be at Harvard. Brown will be at Dartmouth. SMU will be at South Florida. And games all day. Butler at Xavier. All the way till you get to the last game of the evening featuring Stanford at Oregon. So go to Cedars, eat lunch, eat supper, have a snack, watch the games. We're going to take a time out. We'll be right back after we hear from these great people.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Home, residential, commercial, water coolers. You can contact us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. We're fast, efficient, and we deliver water. We offer 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. Contact us today at 724-498-4760. This program brought to you by Cummings Landscaping and Design. Brandon Cummings, owner operator. And get over to Sanders Kawasaki. You know, they have a lot of great bikes, and it just be a good thing to go over. And maybe you need a little play toy. That'd be a great thing. Maybe you could use it for going to work. That'll save you some gas, and it'd be just great. And now, as we get to that temperature, 29 and overcast, back to the stories of the day in Newcastle, PA. Lawrence County Drug and Task Force encourages you to make anonymous tips. Call 855-564-6116. And coming up in a couple weeks, Scott Township Volunteer Fire Department Gun Show, 3712 Harlansburg Road, March 21st and 22nd. That's Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, 9 to 4. And Sunday, 9 to 3. Admission $5. $100 gift card for just attending. Pennsylvania's getting ready to celebrate. Yes. It's Charter Day. Okay. And they have free admission to sites and state museums. Pennsylvania was created when England's King Charles granted a charter to William Penn in 1681. Once a year, the Pennsylvania State Archives exhibits the original document for a limited time. The State Museum, okay. The Penn Charter is 339 years old and was written on parchment paper using iron gall ink. The state archives has preserved the document in a high security vault, shielding it from strong light and environmental fluctuations. Admission to the State Museum is free on Charter Day, which is Sunday the 8th. Hey. So this is kind of like Charter Weekend. And way to go, Pennsylvania, for State Charter Day. And let's, as we talk about it, let's get that flag up there, flying high. Way to go, Pennsylvania. You remember, we're a Commonwealth. Commonwealths are a little different than states. Okay, and where can you go if you want to see Pennsylvania Charter Day in our area? Well, Old Economy Village, Ambridge, they're having it. Fort Pitt Museum, Pittsburgh. And how about this? And I was looking, okay, Erie Maritime Museum and Flagship, Niagara. Also, and I believe, but it's not there. So, yeah, those are places close to us. Pennsylvania Charter Day, Sunday the 8th. Make sure you get out and celebrate. Now, the benefits and rights book for older Pennsylvanians on housing, insurance, legal services, long-term care programs, and protective services is available. I would go down to Chris Sonata's office and make sure that you pick that up. Chris is right down the street on Mercer Street, and he's available to you. So make sure you go down and see Chris and get that book with older Pennsylvanians. Tax filing season is open in Pennsylvania and everywhere else. So but Pennsylvania has a couple different things for you. As it opens, remember your taxes, 2019 taxes is due April 15th, 2020. There's PA direct filing, electronic filing for free, electronic filing for a fee, okay? So that's free and fee, okay? April 15th is the deadline. Avoid filing errors. There's a personal guide to tax, income tax guide, and if you have questions, 717-787-8201, and they'll be sure to help you. Now, as we continue on with Newswatch, and just a plethora of things that have happened, and we're here keeping you informed. So now let's take a look at weather. First of all, Cleveland radar, you can see clear, and we're shaping up for a really nice day tomorrow, as this cloud cover is going to clear out. Here's Pittsburgh radar, and also clear and great. Now, here you go. 29, wind chill 20, 75% humidity, wind speed from the north at 10 miles an hour, barometric pressure 30.47, 2.22 visibility, 10 miles. So it's time to hear from BSB, sponsors of the weather. and also Tuscany Square. An easy, clean car wash. You're going to want to clean that car tomorrow, so make sure you're there. Now, let's take a look. We'll be right back, and I will give you the up-to-date forecast right after this.
BSB. Big Shot Bobs are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right, you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bobs will be your favorite place, just like me.
Easy, clean car and van wash, where your clean wash is our goal. Weather, well, get ready. That's towards the end of the week.
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets today's modern conveniences. You'll enjoy their spacious, comfortable seating, their fresh ingredients that go into making every dish, whether it's pizza or that just right entree. Tuscany Square Restaurant, they're here to serve you. Call 724-654-3065.
Yes, friends, Chalella and Carney Floral Designs is alive and well in Newcastle. Owner and designer Stephen Doherty and his staff have a special motto: we love what we do, and it shows in every area of the business. Stop by their pleasant Southside store at 1006 South Mill Street. Chalella and Carney has been there for the community with quality and service since 1943. You can go to the website chalellaandcarney.com or call 724-652-8412.
And we're not quite done with the weather. I wanted to mention, and just seeing that Chris Sonata came on, I was talking just before the weather broke. Chris is a great guy, and our state representative. If you have questions as seniors and about the piece that I just read concerning, and I want to make sure that concerning the rights of older Pennsylvanians, housing, insurance, legal services, long-term care, and protective services. I'm almost sure that Chris has the guide right there in his office. Also, remember the deadline is June 30th for the tax, the rent rebates, and I want to get that straight to you too. But the forms are down there. Matter of fact, let me read the note that came in on this, and I believe that it was Tuesday's Newswatch that we talked about it. PA, maybe it was Mondays, as the rent rebate program that's out there. And it's the property tax rent rebate program. Applications now available. PA cast.com, and there are, you can call 888-222-9190, or if you stop by Chris's office, his people have always been really good at helping out with that. So hats off to Chris and that whole situation. Now, we were talking about that, and now what I wanted to do was give you our weather, and here you go. Some good news as we continue out. You know, last night's overnight low, 29. Gradual clearing. Cloudy through the morning, but they're telling us, and I showed you on radar, the sun is going to break through. We will get the high of 41. But here is even better news. Tonight mostly cleared down to 26, and look at Sunday. Sunday is your pick day if you're going to have a day to wash the car, get it cleaned up. 58 degrees and sunshine. I highly recommend that. Easy, clean car and truck wash. Now, Sunday night, partly cloudy, a low of 40. Winds will come around the southwest at 9 miles an hour. Monday, sunshine and 62 as everything continues. And winds again southwest 8 to 11 miles an hour, gusting to 21. Good things must come to an end, and Monday night that happens. Low 47, rain increasing from 20% to 90% as the evening goes on. And then rain on Tuesday, 100% chance, 56. Notice how warm we have the weather. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, overnight low at 34. Wednesday, mostly cloudy and 49. 50% chance of rain. Mess a mess. Okay? And Wednesday night, mostly cloudy, 31. Chance of rain, 40%. As you look at Thursday and Friday, mostly sunny and 50 on Friday. Or Thursday, mostly sunny and 50 on Thursday. Friday, partly cloudy. Thursday night, partly cloudy and 36. Chance of rain, 30 to 40%. Friday, partly sunny and 53, but the chance of rain bumps up to 50%. So you got you got a week where it's not looking real bad. Matter of fact, it looks kind of good. And later on today, things should be clearing out. So you're going to be in pretty doggone good shape as you move forward. Now, Newswatch rolling on, and couple things I wanted to tell you. You saw Jalella and Carney there on one of our sponsors. It is not too late. A matter of fact, it's just a good time. Give them flowers for Easter, but most of all, I'm thinking about the proms. If you tell them now, they have enough time to order in the colors and everything that you want, you know, that's a girl's dress and everything like that. And, you know, very, very important. So I know with the youngsters doing that, make sure that you get out. And remember this, too. It's the second annual prom giveaway. It's a free event open to any high school student. Okay, a girl who needs a dress for the prom. One dress per person. Accessories are available. This is March 21st. Okay. and the 22nd, it goes from, I want to say 11 to 4 and 1 to 5 on the 22nd. St. Bartholomew's Church, 311 West Ridge Avenue in Sharpsville. So make sure that you get up there and check it out. I was just at the American Legion post here, and they are going to have a craft show. That's coming up next weekend. So we're going to be telling you more about that through the week, because it's great. On the prom dress giveaway, it is 11 to 3 on the 21st, and the 22nd, 1 to 5. That's St. Bartholomew's Church Center, 311 West Ridge Avenue, Sharpsville. So just a bunch of things going on. And now it's time to head over to hear from these great people, and we'll be right back with a wrap-up.
There's more than meets the eye. Gotta give them a Newcastle a try. They're a small town for living. Look around.
Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
These fine businesses provided funding for this program. Gatherings, Town and Country, and On Target.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for this Saturday edition of Newswatch, and I salute you for taking the time to come in and share a cup of coffee and be able to sit down and talk, and it's absolutely great having you around. And as you go through this weekend for our song of the day, try to do this. Just dance, dance, dance. And make sure you tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say,
dance, 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 keep on dancing, dance, 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 just dancing to the beat, feel the heat, I'm moving my feet, head towards the floor, gotta get down, I'll get down some more. Rumba and tango, dance and hustle too. Yowza, yowza. I wanna boogie with you. What a treat, feels so sweet. That body heat. When I'm dancing with my baby, it drives me crazy, makes me hazy.